There's no Antifa. This is an entirely imaginary organization. There is not an Antifa.
Like, I don't even know what Antifa is. There is no group.
It's not even like far-right groups like the Proud Boys and Oath Keepers. Compared to right-wing extremists, Antifa-linked violence is rare and limited.
It isn't an organization. It is in many ways mythology.
It's not like the Proud Boys or the Oath Keepers, sort of defined terrorist organizations with leadership that leads violence.
It's not a highly organized.
CNN's Sarah Gannon now takes us inside Antifa and shows us this group like you've never seen it before.
It's 6 a.m. in Portland, Oregon, and we're headed to a bar with blacked out windows.
They wanted to meet us really early in the morning because they're concerned about a lot of people being around.
We are meeting members of the Rose City Antifa, short for anti-fascist. This group's main goal is to disrupt neo-Nazis and white supremacists, but also take on government and capitalism.
Antifa is any group that's willing to stand up against fascists by any means necessary.
By any means necessary, they say, can mean outing a white nationalist at their work or to their neighbors. Or, as we've seen recently, violence, fires, property damage, hand-to-hand combat at protests across the country. Scott Pro has been leading anarchist and militant leftist groups for decades.
So people put on the masks so that we can all become anonymous. And then therefore we are able to move more freely and do what we need to do, whether it is illegal or not.
So some people will push back on that and say that the black bloc is to keep people from being identified and arrested when they break the law, when they commit crimes.
Damn right. It's a good way to avoid the ramifications of law enforcement.
So some people will push back on that and say that the black bloc is to keep people from being identified and arrested when they break the law, when they commit crimes.
Damn right. It's a good way to avoid the ramifications of law enforcement.
Well, it's starting to look like CNN has gotten their new script. About 8 years ago, they had a video doing a whole expose on Antifa and this group and this organization and how they function and the things that they do, how they accomplish the things that they do, their philosophies, what they believe in, their colors, their flag. They taught all this stuff, this whole segment about this group. Now suddenly, Antifa doesn't exist. It's not an organization. It's not a group. It's not even a real concept. It is a figment of our imagination. These people are literally coming out and saying flat out that it's imaginary. It's never been real. It doesn't exist. These people have never been in the streets or did anything. The Republicans have just made it up. And here's the kicker. And you guys hear me make this point all the time. There are people who support the Democrats right now who know of Antifa, who've seen Antifa, who've dealt with Antifa, who've encountered Antifa, who've defended Antifa, who are all going to be like, yes, you are correct. They do not exist. And they're just going to be like, yeah, Antifa who? I don't know who you guys are talking about.